The war ended. Berlin fell. Hitler was dead, or so the world believed. But as Europe celebrated the collapse of the Third Reich, disturbing whispers echoed across the Atlantic. Whispers of U-boats slipping away in the dead of night, of men with German accents arriving in Buenos Aires with no history, and of Nazi fugitives building quiet lives in the shadows of South America. This is the story of the hidden Nazi colony in Argentina. A real chapter of post-war history that sounds like fiction but isn't. After Germany's defeat in 1945, thousands of Nazi officials, SS officers, and collaborators vanished. The Allies scrambled to find them, but many had already slipped through a vast underground escape network, codenamed Ratlines. The Ratlines weren't just improvised routes. They were organized corridors of escape, stretching through Italy and Spain, funded and facilitated by sympathizers, corrupt officials, and in some cases, rogue members of the Catholic Church. Their destination: South America. More specifically, Argentina. Under the presidency of Juan Perón, Argentina opened its doors to these fugitives. Perón admired aspects of fascism. He believed that by bringing in skilled Germans, Argentina could benefit militarily and industrially and quietly elevate its global standing. By the early 1950s, entire communities of German-speaking Europeans had settled in Argentina, and neighboring countries like Paraguay, Brazil, and Chile. But this wasn't just immigration. Among them were some of the most wanted men in the world. Adolf Eichmann, the architect of the Holocaust's logistics, lived under a false name, Ricardo Clement, in a suburb of Buenos Aires. He worked at a local Mercedes-Benz factory. For nearly a decade, he lived undisturbed. Josef Mengele, the angel of death from Auschwitz, also escaped to South America. He evaded capture for decades, hiding in Paraguay and Brazil. He died in 1979, reportedly by drowning, having never faced trial. And then there were the rumors of secret compounds deep in the jungle, places where ex-Nazis gathered, built enclaves, even schools, all protected by money, silence, and distance. One such place was Colonia Dignidad in Chile, a remote and fortified community founded by a former Nazi. Though it began as a charity mission, Colonia Dignidad became known for disturbing crimes, secrecy, and its suspected ties to Nazi ideology. So how did the world respond? In 1960, the Mossad, the Israeli intelligence agency, launched a daring operation. After years of tracking, agents captured Adolf Eichmann on a street in Buenos Aires. They smuggled him out of the country hidden in a flight crew's uniform. He stood trial in Jerusalem and was sentenced to death, the only time Israel has ever executed a man by hanging. The Eichmann capture exposed Argentina's complicity and sparked global outrage. Yet many others were never brought to justice. And here's where history turns chilling. To this day, descendants of those Nazi settlers still live across South America. Some towns hold German festivals, speak old dialects, and maintain ties to their ancestral roots. While most are innocent and uninvolved in the crimes of their forefathers, the legacy of those escapes lingers. Historians continue to uncover documents, flight records, and financial trails. Even now, people comb the jungles for long-abandoned compounds, and each year, new files are declassified, revealing just how far the Nazi web reached after the fall of Berlin. So did a hidden Nazi colony exist in South America? Yes. Was it a myth? Number. Was it a full-blown Fourth Reich? Not quite. But the truth as always, lies in the shadows. Because history doesn't always end when the war is over. Sometimes it just moves quietly to another continent,